Hi, my name's Nick Tabor. I'm a personal trainer. I talk about this stuff on this channel because I live through it. You watch these videos because you want to make sure that you have the great power to be able to overcome your anxiety, depression through physical fitness, and to be able to make sure that disability of yours does not exist anymore. I'm here back today with my client Brian, and we recently did a video talking about thank you, but we wanted to add a little bit more to this, and we were talking about it. I thought this was a really good idea for a video. So we're talking about trusting yourself.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about trust? Like, what makes you not trust yourself?
I think it's just more like self-doubt and
Okay.
just things like that. Times when you second guess yourself,
Okay.
and I think sometimes some things when you're a kid and
Yeah.
you just kind of you keep them with you, but also kind of self-doubt is in like if your self-confidence is a little bit lower or something
Yeah.
like that. But I think also just kind of learning to and like comparison. I think part of that
Yep.
is part of that too, like with social media.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
just kind of learning to just kind of stay within yourself and just
All right. Yeah.
trust yourself,
All
just
right.
with everything.
So distrust that we have, right? Distrust is brought from us from things in the past.
Yeah.
That we've had. We've learned that behavior from years ago. We learned that, like, I learned, and we were talking a little bit off camera, but I learned particularly, like, to be very quiet, to, be not so social when I was a kid because I had a lot of anger on a lot of things. So it's like, don't say anything unless you have, unless you like say something nice, If
Yeah.
it's something bad, don't ever say it at all,
Yeah.
right? Sound right? So if we say this, like, what we learned, is that useful anymore? Like, in reality, no. It's, like, I find a lot more that I need to keep myself in check. If I feel really angry about something, I need to talk it out. So that part of it is, useful. And like, I talked about that with my wife, like, we have had a really good marriage in our lifetime, with just talking through everything.
Yeah.
Like, like, I'm really super, not giving ourselves, like, you should know when I'm really mad at you. Like, no, I shouldn't. You should tell me
Yeah,
when
to
you're
communicate.
mad. Yeah. You should tell me when
Yeah.
you're mad. Okay, I'm really mad at you because you didn't do the dishes yesterday and you seem like you expect me to do it.
Yeah.
You know what? Right. I need to be able to buck up and I need to fix that.
Yeah.
I need to learn that. And then it's the communication itself and what we have. And I believe the other thing you said was it's just things you learn that you have self-doubt and,
Yeah.
low self-confidence.
Yeah.
All of that comes based on experiences
Yeah, true.
that you have. Like, I did this. Like, yes, I was born with CP. I was born with all these things. That's, that's useless. That's not going to matter, when I'm trying to do all this other stuff. But it's the fact of everything else I did
Yeah.
from that point to now. Like, my birth is not going to be the reason, like, I'm not going to talk about that on my
No.
deathbed. I was born with this here. I was born with CP. Like, I'm not going to do that crap either. But what I want to do is, like, you think about, okay, is it useful anymore, right?
No.
Is
Yeah.
something that bothered me in the past useful? But is something that bothered you in the past useful still?
Oh, you mean like to communicate?
Yes. Is it still? Yes, exactly. Is it still useful because it's like, okay, you have low self-confidence in a relationship because you had that massive fight years ago.
Yeah.
So you learn to be submissive. No, you got to like take that. Yes, I had that and I got to learn from it. And that's how you learn how to trust yourself, is based on experience.
Yeah.
Right? Allowing yourself to have those.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of.
Yeah.
I think you've said it too, but Evan Carmichael was like, expect us at first you expect to suck or something like that.
Yes, expect to suck, because if you do something right away and then you actually are good, you do suck.
Yeah.
Because
There's
like
nothing really wrong with.
no, there's like you do
should-
suck because you should have done it
just
years
started.
ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
you
should have done it
just-
forever ago.
Yeah, and you're just starting too.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, what you have to do is you have to be able to allow yourself to have experience, to allow yourself to be able to do things that are hard, the things that are scary.
Yeah.
In order to do that,
Yeah.
say like, look, I climbed up here, I did these things based on like the fact of what I'm born with does not define me,
No.
but it's everything else that I've
Progress.
done exactly
Yeah.
from then to
That's true.
now. So like, you know, a story I have with that is like, you know, I'm a black belt. You know, out of 100,000 people who start in martial arts training, 2 make black belt,
Oh,
right? 2, and one of them is me.
yeah.
So it's like, crap, you know, I did this based on every chain I've had, based on everything everybody's said about me in the past. I've achieved something that no one else has done.
Yeah.
So there where you learn to be able to like, look, I can accomplish things. I can do great things. I can do more. Therefore, what we do is we grow. And when we have predictable growth, then we learn to trust ourselves.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah. for
Cool.
sure.
Cool. Is there a point in your life where you could possibly do that?
Yeah, I think I kind of
Okay.
already have in a way. Like even
Okay,
just
yeah.
here, when like the last year, I lost 40 pounds, and
Yeah.
and just looking back at like even before, there's times where you just kind of
Yeah.
look back at the progress. Sometimes I think you can kind of forget to do that, 'cause, like,
Yeah.
anxiety. But I think that's anxiety. Like you
Yeah,
kinda,
yeah,
when you
because you're still,
overthink and-
yeah. We have anxiety. The thing is like we have this big hurdle that we need to overcome.
yeah,
Right? So if we need to come this big over hurdle, we need to do this. Oh my God, we do this. But you forget those little tiny things
Yeah.
that you're doing all the time. Like, shoot, dude, you lost 40 pounds and came over here where you probably wouldn't have been able to do that 3 years ago on
yeah. I
your
don't
own.
think so. No.
You know, a lot of people do that and they give up because they don't see
Yeah,
all the progress. They don't see it right away, so therefore they do. But they don't.
Yeah, just
You
gotta-
spent time here.
Yeah.
To do that. Come here. Okay. What else do I do? What can I do? You know, Brian has said to me, he's like, "What else can I do at home when we're not here?" Like, good. You know, like that's good. You know, what can I do here? Oh, stretches. Okay, good. This
Yeah.
diet. Okay, good. Like, okay, good. I got it. But then constantly applying like those little hurdles
yeah.
are what really got the big hurdle going.
True. Yeah.
You know, the drop here, like Brian's almost at his 50-pound weight loss.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
dude, if you were able to see him a year ago, I think it was, last January,
Last
right?
January, yeah.
Yeah, like a year ago, he was just all of a sudden, he's like, oh yeah, I'm good, okay, yeah, I'm feeling fine. Like, the shirt that he's wearing, you can't see it because of the way the camera's
Yeah.
raised, but the shirt was like tight to his
was,
skin.
yeah.
And he's like super baggy, super baggy now. But those, give him some love down there to the comments, please. So here. All right, so there we are. So you're gonna look at your, in order to build trust in yourself, you're gonna allow yourself to have those experiences, those big things, and be able to tell yourself that you can do it. Keep climbing upward. That thing that you had in the past, if it doesn't weigh for you anymore, number 2, it doesn't weigh anymore, then okay, get rid of it. But look at everything you've done. Okay, I've got to the point like myself. I made black belts. I've done things. Last year, in order for me to trust myself on my own a lot more, I mean, I went to Toronto to the Evan Carmichael Leadership Conference, and I freaking crushed it, did everything I could, loved it, did everything possible, had an amazing time with all these wonderful people and my 16 new best friends. Hi, guys. And did everything that I could to be able to do it. So it's like, okay, like, oh man, yeah, I used to be really, but that painful thing that you've had, that doesn't serve it, but that thing that you did, that really painful experience that you might have as a kid, now serves as energy instead of weighing you down. Makes sense?
Very much.
Yeah, because you're like, oh yeah, that happened to me, like, versus, yeah, that happened to me, but you know what, I'm not going to make that happen to anyone else again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure no one else ever has
bigger
that. There's way 2 different sides to the
Yeah.
coin on that. All right, so there's the 2. That's how you be able to help trust yourself a little bit more. We have more videos here. We have another video for you right about there. I want you to go ahead, check that out, and I will see you there. Always we climb.